Davis, today we're talking about the cruel optimism that we've been seeing in the market for the last few years, and it's becoming a thing that we need to talk about, because I believe that both vendors and buyers, when they're in the market, they need to approach this in a way that sometimes good news or optimism over the edge can actually be detrimental of what you're trying to achieve, which is getting the best possible result.
And making a decision. And is it a shame, there's 14,700 and something properties in Auckland that are on the market. Just over 1,000 sold last month. So there's a lot of people that we all have to be optimistic, right? We've got to have high energy, but the truth is the truth. And it's indicative of these day and age where everyone's got to be PC. Don't give them cruel optimism. Give them the truth. They can make a decision, get rid of the emotion out of it, and make a good, sound business decision. Because I think most people know in their heart of hearts what the truth is, and they know their home is not worth what they want it to be worth, what they need it to be worth. And the agents buy into it.
Exactly, and that's the problem, right? We're sitting in the dining room table, and we use this line quite often, but we sometimes are the worst judge of how much a property is worth because we want the best, just like the vendors. And here is where the difference between a really good agent and an average agent can come into place. And cruel optimism, in my eyes, is telling someone or giving them false hope and continuing doing that on the second, on the third, on the fourth week on the market. By the time you get to last month and you become last month flavor and you realize that, hey, maybe we were too optimistic, maybe the agent was too optimistic, then you ask, is the buyer still there? And in most cases, that buyer is bought. And here is where low-level decision can cost a lot of money.
A lot of money. So if you haven't sold or you're in contract after 4 weeks, don't be looking for optimism, be looking for the truth, right?
Where do you find the truth? Let me ask you that question, because if you're on the market and you've got a lemon of an agent, let me just use the word. I know some people might hate this.
Well, let's say hobby agent.
Let's just say...
Well, no, here we are saying don't be so PC, right?
Yeah. No, look, you got someone that is not performing at the level that you hoped.
Yes.
And you're now on the market in the middle of an agency agreement. You got, 6 weeks left, and you frankly want to sell because you spend the money. You're on the market. You want to sell. What do? Give someone advice that is watching this and they're stuck with an agent that is not performing.
Watch all those words around, kind of, coulda, buy, feedback from. No, just the facts. There's always a market, and know what the market is, and listen to your instincts and look for the truth. And you know when someone's telling you the truth. You know when they know what they're talking about, because the language is just totally different.
And my tip is, if you are in that situation and you're struggling and under an agency agreement, there is plenty of resources online, different type of podcasts. And I'm not just talking about this type of podcast. There could be a property investment podcast. There is so much stuff out there. And if you listen to a lot of the data, actually you can put the puzzle in together and understand how to navigate a situation. So although your agent might not have been come to the hope that he was, but they could have, there is plenty out there that will still allow you to navigate it, right?
Of course. So what are we saying? Watch for cruel optimism. It's never your friend.
Thank you for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe. It would be rude not to ask.